Yamamo Aquaba Shrinkoso ever POG Media, so yes, Safi, and as well about subscribing or like POG Edia, my obituary so I share Media and one more Afro and so Akabi. You know the POG Media here. We always serve you with the best of news and information what concerning air politics it is trending in air Ghana and even beyond. ABL you be no ABL on ŠC<silence>RY radio, on ŠC<silence>RY air television and a whole lot of programs you know ya said you say beke kan e dia bom na ye din some do na no ai dey abre opuna no ebi ena ne dey ba so ne bo e dey ransom ye nim say nrada ena e beto dwa say eye omampani John Dramani eye Mahama e dey a petition eye the council of eye states and I say yes the council of eye states say eye like say ebia the removal of chief justice eye get through Torkono e be possible and ena Hopeson Addo eden some do na no aba to ho a chese o chese hwe in some do na ho no ma ano odin odi chese emire bia Torkono ene John Dramani Mahama ekoko hia ya na chese enya agro omo nyoma ne bia na ze ne ma bia course ewo ho no ma John Dramani Mahama allegedly ofa no ho adjana na chese enya go nyina ye atuja ache nyoma bia na koso ewo ye justice system mu na chese enya go yenko ikokuti
eti me da say for the opportunity.
All right,
Chief Justice and then I share the video bi my senior my producer class on betimi amiyasha na President Mahama kasa in fact me nimba bi kro na Chief Justice wo.
Oh, okay.
I'm say it was before elections or something.
I see.
Now, what she said here, I'm so Oboni Dino.
Obo Mahama Dino. And Obo Chief Justice Dino.
Chief Justice Dino. One said Torkono. And I'm so born Torkono or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Now, what she a nibi pow. What was that video? No, my dear producer and his own more. And nibi pow. What is later on, Besate said, I'm say, Obi interview no so. No, I say, what to honor would be your bono chakasa, a beodana. Eti. We say action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
So, Netian. With this,
yeah.
Sir, President Mahama who here. They know who say, hey, Namami, my anything. It is so pity. You can't say, Yaba, Emrakwa Munu. President won't mean a petition now, they are Matwatching.
Yeah.
No, Emranishan Kete. In the case of other, you know. President will transmit my Chief Justice.
Sure.
Na otimi establishing here law mo kan prima facie na. Na for ma set committee no ma hwehwem. Eti committee ni recommendation or the beba no. Chief Justice na the president pe esese odi so. Say okase nipa no yempa mo na president has no powers to say yempa mo no. Anu okase nipa no ye hwehwe wo no ho. Eti wontena ho a President has no power to say media mepamono.
Yeah.
That is the law.
I see.
Now, in the case of Chief Justice, say or receive petition as a circle Council of State.
Yeah.
It is a Council of State it may establish the private facie say, oh, assembly there anwawum. It is necessary if you more. One set up a 5-member committee. 2 ebe Supreme Court judges. Mobile and a beche.
Okay.
Then 3 others, you know, and say, free Parliament, and say, free Council of State, and say, lawyer Nigra. Nti other ye professionals and whatever.
Yeah.
Ye bet my family have a cocaine. Nah, just
what do you be about content?
Oh, bet me, dear me, no cocaine. So, near Quaco, near who say, oh, as someone Akuffo no kano no correct.
Yes.
Now, Article 146 na you know. Answer na ubetimi nipa no. Ebia misbehavior, incompetence or grounds of inability to perform the function. Eti sa nuama miensa we wo hwe na se emu bia wo mu a eye no kra wo ka so ye incompetent a dia na show say wo ye incompetent eti wo de wa tro say wo tro for petition sake no wa tro wo ye incompetent say no want man state dienti a wo ye incompetent na ama meda ho clear say ya o petition on beto atwene.
Okay.
It is at 3 areas. Sebutimi establish pass inability to you can say perform functions in the I don't think say hobaba. And you can say misbehavior and then incompetence. Sebutimi prove pass
no reasonable doubt.
That's right. I don't know. Committee no I recommend they say as someone in the buyer no. Wo nyina so enti ye susu se chief justice actie enti president enyini free ho a on the president is akan ya say 12 o'clock or 12:01
like I said
na announcements ni dem
ye na so no ordinary hwehwehwemu eyi fura ba betu
na say judges na no be yiba
yeah sure
judges no mo do so Akuffo Addo pointi bebre pa omumu ba kwa na president Biden obeyi amana ba be yi onkonko fo bi free baby say ba for free baby ba be chief justice any ade eti with this in there me I think say emra kwan so
okay
and eje president na aka say wani a de hwe minti me pam na mum Ghana fo bi o mu fi say ebia bibia koso anyeye na me te say 3 petitions no me say and I did a more remo. Na say, back 3.
Send here.
Then sure say, Epia, a bay the same charge.
I doubt.
So on that, you know.
Yeah.
Eti, I had you are, I have you. Any other. Eti, these are some of the things. You see, Ghana, ye shisha ye tradition, ye debu or mine. Say ya net you. Eti edru so a yenhwe na emra kwan so ebia committee bi kwa kwatena sikura no ombeba omusu nsem a omumiense kanyina eyemugu
yeah
na mamiti ho no waye na dwuma kama omuba na se omuka se asem no eye no kre eti onkonkwatena se a enu no enya afi de eba beye media gymnastics ni ade bia wo eyemra na eye adwuma
yes
so na me emrebia na me ka se miye peni bi pa na se asem bi ba se ni ese ya investigate me ntwan ma investigation nko so
ade so bia na ho so
mesua mrofo no
I see
mrofo na ya no mo resign na nya se bia no mo difo ana se o mo ayade no obi o asem no mfa no ho kura but o ma kwan e ma media for no and kill the future sa samo mbe church fa ho no broni na ono no ti ho ne de emfa no hu bebre de mum odwene ne ma ho e de ade e na beto ne ma san ne be hu ne ma afa na busuafo san ne be hu o afa eti se wo behwe yina especially in Europe yenya one publication say nipa simasi say any 10 minutes so what kind story ni we ya almost wa fa ni pen ni paper wa resign or the ato no omo ye ehwehwemu a afa media no emfa publish bebre except say asem na omo kan ye no eye no kra ehia se public na yeden enya because journalist ne de ono wa achieve ni aim say wo hu se bibi say koso enye ebi won bobra na nye sika wi o ebia na ye misbehavior bi wo hu ne de no ebia na incompetence be say wo handle bibi wantima nhwe
or the emotions attached to man
wantima nhwe amane o mana nkoye ye twiro ya o de na yi ne dibia beto straight away but so Ghana de ye friend no Jetemuda
na ba this time Ghana na do crave
Jetemuda
ana na do appointing Akuffo bi no Akuffo bi da so ti obo da so ti ho yeah chance president be pam
wo
so wa o dim se be
classic example eye Kenu Furiata
Oh.
Well, what was it? Opposition for crazy file for impeachment. Hey, acquired to ho. Hey, one gets a one piece. About the day actual who petition by press conference was a May. May. Jiname. You were Timusa near the day. That is, where did me? I think that maybe petition no ehun nyama ewom say ebi o master ti say anase say eti nyameka bia no just speculations any ade but the process in there is clear. Say process no President Mahama receiving it no won't mean fanto that mean
sure
say one fanko no what twetwene a serious against him.
Yes.
One bet to magina and no sumpo edia impeaching no say just say wanye na dwuma ye so net no let's see what will come out from the committee especially so much to establish the private fashion say oh case no emodu eti committee montrance na monhwehwe mu a na yahwe se ne besia but so moko no mu hu say bia ade no bibia nim hu say bc later part of 2024 will be petition a renowned lawyer Addo na ya no mo friend Kokwaza or petition President Akuffo to say only Chief Justice on incompetence on the grounds of incompetence stating the reasons in yet and say Nanado say I did not buy in so be any what watching
sure
any the kaka one transmitter you now go the office wa eti ono ami ati ase so a consult to cancel stage of since you be any
well Ivan that very particular discussion by yes it's Ivan on this issue.
JB, I think it's very very important say baby ye genesis here and I think I will follow proceeding from what is happening currently when making mistake because people might think so buying
political witch hunting
and people are seeking say you remove Chief Justice. So very often I just want to draw us back a little to look at what is happening in judiciary in recent times. The fact is that Makata said anywhere in the world the essence of justice dispensation and they say you hold the society together. That is the whole essence of dispensing justice, just to hold society together. But ye bedru point to be not in dispensing justice, is key to disintegrate society, create chaos, and that kind of way. Now it means all head towards an arena are very dangerous for our democracy. So we had the foundational institutions of our democracy. The most crucial is the judiciary.
Yo, offer to me, yeah, they bring, but don't subscribe, like it, share them out for friends, and some can kindly click on the notification bell, so send yeah, the news be out of platform, so one who the echo and the air. But now from I banchi, innocent, and a J, Jana, and also, or then some to Jana, the air to Jana, and also share how the judicial system of Ghana, Ghana for you losing interest in it, and how John Dramani Mahama has planned to to cleanse it, and already I shall see air cleansing and also air restricting the judicial system by this approach. Ghana for also buchi na you do say it John Dramani Mahama china the oil you cleanse the system na Ghana effort to my pa day if friends Ivan Edenioma be to yanko
Yeah. So you begin to ask yourself, say, when it comes to public perception, so far as these institutions are concerned, in recent times, in the city, David, the perception of Ghana for what about the judiciary, ain't just an abstract perception. But now there are faces behind those we can, based on fact, evidence, to say, indeed, in recent times, there are cause we judiciary, most of the people in there are not credible. How can a judge beat me a na ode kwabrane akwakọ to prison and nyankopon bo nipa ba wi ase ade ba ko a aye the most fundamental ehun hia aye wo liberty very to incarcerate somebody it means you've taken everything away from the person. That is why very crucial say sade ma no yemfa bribe semne na se phone com so that particular way never da ho a aye dent ada judiciary so. And in recent time when President Akuffo took over, we saw the deliberate attempt to pack the court. with loyalist individuals or more say they have perceived partisan ties and partisan affiliation. We are you deepen that kind of impression man for one about say and the court is no longer an institution. It is there to dispense justice for Nipa who deserve. Namum is a some kind of a terror arm. You are weaponizing with some political elements, and their job is to ensure say government will get away with everything. And in recent time, unanimous 7, unanimous 3 by it became the order of the day. Every single ruling be court to be a ruling, then it sparked a whole lot of conversation about social media. So at this point, the question you and I will be asking ourselves is, dear Ben, and I necessity this kind of petitions I call because this is not the first time.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Hopeson that can before President Akuffo hesitate. Obi the big coin. Now we have 3, and I know said there are others in the process that will be going. And there na Emma that particular way no air flows. It means trust, ne confidence. Ideally, people are supposed to have in the institution, anyhow. And it's a fact. And this thing even goes beyond the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice, is just an individual.
Yeah.
But for me, if you look at the panel itself, in recent time, how a nipa binum fast or more panel no destabilize the public trust. For instance, how do you justify within any reasonable context within a society I have very civilized, I have practicing democracy say Obia or a field parliamentary candidate of a political party will be appointed by the same president in the same party to go sit at the Supreme Court. It doesn't make sense. You see, sometimes people say or qualify Obia and Kasa unqualify governance, you have to be very reasonable. You need to gauge public perception because the Makata said the whole essence of justice dispensation is to ensure say we build the public trust. Because answer I made the case because court, I need to have that belief say the court will give me justice. And now be the appointment justice. That is why people often Makata say man for a person akubo dua dance over court because onim say court wa justice. So this time now things a house cleansing exercise been a coso. Ghana for have demonstrated say they don't have no trust in the institution. And as our person go online and check some of the polls. I'm for conducting Akroma to gauge the extent of trust and the confidence and Ghana for the judiciary. It's not there. So like I said, the president on convey to a team to go through grounds, when it comes to incapability and as inability to perform because of infirmity or whatever physical be so strong or to me but arena misconduct and incompetence, and incompetence is a very wide area. I resort to public any trust our judiciary can justify that your friend is saying incompetence and as Nema assisi kwanya niema faso akoso Akroma say yente Akroma na your friend saying justice na judge na otena anase ne kende ofurata your friend saying anase ne kende de japo who really know the babontin who west or this is somebody what call emotionally he's just out there to get out your friend saying a personal scores he has certain personal vendetta with a gentleman then he's just going all out because as a judge, you should be very guided in your choice of words, especially in the discharge of your official duty. You don't use certain unprintable words. So some of these things, add to the image and the credibility of the judiciary. What are some American? And in recent time, panel and within the judiciary, they have their own issue. Then and Ghana, for those of us watching from afar, we all have our issues. Bribery issues, within the judiciary. So for me, it goes beyond just the Chief Justice. The president must make sure say panel nang judicial your friend saying high Supreme Court bench nipa no motis they need to vet them one after the other and will be unqualified to be there there are enough grounds to get them out because say most of the appointment were your friends are aided by partisan your friends ties.
Captain interview one High Court judge, I think a retired High Court judge, Justice Isaac Dochi something. Obisano on the Supreme Court versus Parliament issue, and he said it was a very huge embarrassment. And I think that is one of the issues also we should look at because on the Chief Justice and she is the face of the judiciary.
Yes, and you see, do look at the kind of controversy that thing generated. and the judiciary, you know, overstretching an arm to the throat of your friends in parliament. I know the day it became some kind of way. Akroma say. So for me, I say judiciary now be more of a partisan arm, as some people think so. They can use it to just to get away with everything. And we Akroma say. And that particular thing engender public trust and confidence, and that is the most crucial thing. I can't say, wherever you see any establishment, i.e. government, soldier for na bohoban, and your police for, we the people, and the only thing that sustains is the trust and confidence people repose. That is why a man for TC Crumbs or demonstration to a buyer, it's so easy for them to get the government out when trust are diminished to its lowest level. So the whole essence of governance must be there just to engender and inspire that sense of trust in Ghana for. So any institution be show those signs that we must quickly move in to quash it. And I'm saying it's not just the Chief Justice and then the Supreme Court. There are other several state institutions. From here, I know that there are petitions that are coming in against your friend saying the Electoral Commission way. From there,
you know that for a fact.
That will be coming up. And I said, well, we say definitely. We need to prune these institutions because you can see a reset Ghana. We need to build the very foundations of our democracy because you get to a point where you begin to ask yourself, say, is it really a democracy? I told you that we were just running a Ponzi scheme, just individual fronting it, pretending that we are a democracy. But in reality, some people being a baby, and they have power, they have control, and the whole government was being run at the behest of this individual because they think they are in control. We cannot continue to do that. So I think there is one major thing Ghana for Ebisa from the president, and it's right and good. Say what forward to the first Council of State for them to establish whether there is merit or otherwise. They are committee for the subsequent intents to be taken. So for me, I think it's in order.
That's it.
You are handing some no ABC and I'm measurable. Subscribe, like it, and share and mark for friends and can kindly click on the notification bell. So other money as well, so send a video in newspaper to platforms and so I also welcome the air call and the air. But until there is more other subsequent stories are cancer answer me who are the bed, the bed, some surgery, and the shade you for my Akroma.